change the fuel filter. The reason for changing this fuel filter, when you drive in the van, every now and again you get a little, when you accelerate, you get a little kick, a little, almost like a little misfire, just a little kick every now and again, a little hesitation, just a bit of air getting past the seal. So I'm going to change the filter, replace the seal, and hopefully that's going to sort the problem out. So in the box we get the new filter. Let's pop it open and have a look. Here we go, nice paper filter, cartridge style, and a new rubber seal. And then you've got the filter housing itself, which is just sat on the front of the engine on the right hand side. So first of all, we're just going to pull the bleed pipe off the back there, pop this feed pipe off the side, press the little yellow, the little white tabs on it. So now the top three to be released. Squeeze those together slightly, just ease them off. As the seal is now released. It's not the top should come off that now with a bit of luck. Just ease it up. Get his rag around there so we don't want diesel everywhere. Which is it already starts to leak out. That's the top off. And then we've got his diesel filter, which is this little fella here. Just drain that out slightly. So at this point, I've seen other people changing these filters and they've drained out the filter housing, they've got rid of all the diesel that's in there, and then got paper towel and white round inside. For me, I don't want to do that. I'm thinking you're encouraging problems. All the dirt and debris that is in the fuel is caught within the paper cartridge itself. It's all in that paper filter. If you then take that out and then start sucking all the diesel out from inside that housing, then going in there and wiping around with a paper towel or a rag or something like that, there's a high probability that you might leave a piece of paper residue or a bit of fluff off of your rag in that filter housing or inside one of the pipes or the little recesses in there. There's no need to suck and drain out the filter out of that filter housing unless you know you've got contaminated fuel. Whether you've got water, algaeified, sometimes people put diesel in out of cans. If you've got an issue with your fuel itself and you know for a fact that fuel is contaminated, then you've got to clean it out, you've got to drain the system, flush the pipes, blah, blah, blah. But just for changing that filter, don't go to all that trouble of sucking it all out. Just gently lower that filter cartridge into the fuel that's in there, sit it in nice and steady, and it also saves you having to refill all of that filter housing once you've put the new filter in. Saves you a lot of time and effort. Okay, I've got the new one to drop in. Make sure that sits all the way in. We've got the O-ring on here, which will take the old O-ring off, pop the new one on. Make sure that's on all the way around nicely. Let me pop this top down here. Just got to make sure that seal goes in all the way around without puckering. Felt nice. The bracket that goes around the top of the filter housing to hold the top on, it'll only go on one way. You can't go wrong with it, so you just locate it in its slots and clip it in. We'll put the little bleed hose back on as well. We'll slot that back on and just make sure that is nice and tight and that fuel feed is clipped in. Okay, put that back on there. And we'll clamp this right up. Put nice and tight. Squeeze those in. If you can't do it with your fingers, you just get the pliers on there, just give it an extra tweak, because that's got to be tight to lock it all together. And then we've got the primer pump, which is this pumpy thing here. So we just pump that up now. So we just keep pumping that till the whooshing goes away and it starts to get a bit firmer. Then we know all the air's out of the system and the tank's full. Alright, let's give it a spin. Moment of truth. So you can see the old filter there, it's quite dirty compared to the new one, so it's a good change. If that's been of any use to you, or it's helped you in some way, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.